Welcome to part 2 of my USACC build. I got a bunch of progress done. I did off camera. I have been having problems with this kit and painting it. I got some Pegasus wheels sitting on here, just kind of mocked up to see how they look. The problem I've been having with it is kind of my own faults with painting the body and the hood. I've been getting dust on it and messing it up, and then my airbrush was dirty and I needed to clean it, and I splashed the paint. So I kind of repainted the car like 4 or 5 times, and if I have to do it again, I'm going to bury it in the backyard for a week and call it a barn find. But, so I might not even paint it that color. This is the only piece that actually came out nice, and that's kind of what color I was going for. It's a metallic purple red. It's a very nice color. It's just I've been making stupid mistakes and it really hasn't been working out, so I don't even know if it's gonna stay that color if it doesn't work out this time. So the car body and everything's kind of just off to the side, a mess. The interior and everything else though is done up very nicely. Let me take the wheel off before it falls off. So I have everything wired in here. So I got the wire coming from the reservoir tank going to the back. I got a little hose and wires coming out of the master cylinder back here going down into the side of the firewall. Wires for the battery, another hose wire coming out of the radiator. This one just came with the kit. These ones I used, this is the hose from the Gopher Racing series. I cut it in half. That came with the distributor. I have another hose coming out of the header here going to the carburetor. Same thing with this one. I really don't know if that's right or not, but I was trying to look online and I had a really hard time trying to see where it was exactly going. This kit did not have any decals for certain things, so I just painted them on. I just used the big scale box for reference, like the battery stuff like Delco. I just painted a red square, white squares, orange squares. I just painted them on. Same thing with this here. So and then on the belt here, there's another one there, and down the side I just painted those on so it looks like there's something there. Interior I went white and brown. It's a red brown actually by Tamiya. I just painted it gloss white. And then I did a little silver trimming for the window cranks, the trim here, the little Camaro label, logo. And then I made my own seat belts with some little sewing ribbon. And then I have the wires here. They're just painted red and blue in the back. So I just try to make it detailed as I could. And then underneath, I heat treated the exhaust and the manifolds. You probably have seen these on my heat treat example video, how to. And then I did a bunch of little, took a chrome pen and dotted like all the screws and bolts that were down here. I took a gold pen and did the brake lines. So there's all that. It's looking snazzy and jazzy. Depending on how the body turns out, I don't know if it's going to stay like this because it's giving me a difficult time. I have the front grille put together with the headlight assembly and the SS in the middle of the grille. So that's looking cool. I'm debating whether or not to paint these yellow. I like when these are yellow, it looks like they're glowing. It looks pretty cool. And then I haven't decided which taillight I'm going to use yet, whether it's going to be the 3 or the 6 look. So those I just chromed the outsides how they're supposed to be, and I have not done anything else with those. These Pegasus wheels, I black washed the lug nuts, and then I actually trimmed these down. I trimmed them down a little bit too far when I was test fitting this. I trimmed them down too far. It was an oopsie on me, I mismeasured. So I'm gonna add my own brake pads that I made. So I made my own. I just measured the hole that the peg is actually. That way the brake caliper that I custom made just goes over that. And then I tried guessing how big these were going to be to try and get them to pop through. So I'm going to have to probably trim this one down because it looks funny. But I just painted them aluminum for now. But they should fit like this over that hole. And then you'll just see them from the back like that. So I got the aluminum, and then that will be painted red or yellow or whatever color I pick. Which that was the plan. This one I tried getting in there. I gotta trim it down. It's way too big. I gotta try and figure that out and make them look somewhat normal. They're a little oversized, but I guess that's what you get when you try making your own things. So that's how these are gonna go. And that is really it. Like I said, it's just gonna be a very quick update video on what's going on with my Camaro for the USACC 2026 build. I put UV resin where the gauges are. I just paint them black, a little bit of silver wash in there or dry brush, try to make things pop, and I put UV resin in there where the 3 gauges were. And that's off of that. These decals down here I also painted on. I painted the black and the gloss white. And then here, I know it's hard to see, but I painted the center of the steering wheel gloss black, and then took the tip of my blade on my X-Acto knife and painted a gold cross or bar. I tried to paint the cross for the Chevy emblem, so that is on the middle of the steering wheel as well. And then I black washed the vents in the back, and that is everything. I believe that is everything for this. So besides the body, and I don't know how that's going to turn out now, that is pretty much going to be my update for this Camaro. And then obviously I won't have another video until March 13th or 15th, whenever the release date is. I think it's the 13th. And until then, it'll be a secret. And I can't wait to see everybody else's builds. I've watched a few videos on other people's builds, and they look really great so far of what they've done. So I can't wait to see theirs all done and set. And I will see you on the next. Thanks for watching.